Today we will learn to work with arrays using numpy Python library. We will import numpy library into the Python code first. Python array is a container that can store more than one items at the same time. An array can be defined in Python using numpy.array method. Items in an array are separated by a comma. Let's print the array to see the results. Let's define another array in the same pattern. You can combine two arrays in Python using concatenate method. Let's see the result of our concatenated arrays. As you can see, concatenated array includes the items of both arrays. An array can be single or multi-dimensional. You can find out the dimensions of an array by calling ndim method. Our current array is one-dimensional. The shape of an array is the number of elements in each dimension. You can find the shape of an array by calling the shape method. You can access any element of an array by its index. You can also access multiple items between two indexes. Or all items before or after an index. Or items between two indexes in steps. You can loop through the items of an array using for loop in Python. As already mentioned, shape of an array is the number of elements in each dimension. You can change the shape of an array after the array has been created. Just as you can combine arrays, you can also split arrays in Python, using array.split method. When split, number of elements are evenly divided among number of dimensions. Let's define a two-dimensional array now, and perform same operations on that array as well. This is the first dimension of our two-dimensional array, containing 6 elements. Dimensions are separated by a comma from each other. All dimensions must contain the same number of elements. We can check the data type of an array by calling the dtype method. Similarly, we can check the number of dimensions and shape of a two-dimensional array. Just like a one-dimensional array, we can also access the elements of a two-dimensional array, but in this case, we must provide the index of both dimension and element to access the element. Providing index of a dimension, without the index of any element, will return the entire dimension. Let's also provide the index of an element, to access the element itself. We can loop through multi-dimensional array using for loop. Let's reshape our two-dimensional array, just like we reshaped our one-dimensional array. Let's create a more complex, three-dimensional array, and perform same operations we performed on one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays. As already mentioned, the number of elements in each dimension must be the same. If number of elements in any of the dimensions is different, Python will cause an error while running the code. Now let's test our code again, after making necessary changes. Just like before, you can check the number of dimensions, the shape of array, and its data type, by calling same methods. You can also reshape the three-dimensional array, just like we did the one-dimensional and the two-dimensional array. Let's loop through the three-dimensional array using for loop. Just like two-dimensional array, to access the element of a three-dimensional array, we must provide the indexes of all dimensions, and the index of array we want to access. This is it for today. Please feel free to ask any question, or leave a feedback in comments section.